Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be checking out the Whitehall Mall in Whitehall, Pennsylvania. Now there's not much left to this place. This opened up in the 60s and over time it's been redeveloped. There's a very small portion of it remaining. So we can look at this plaza and it looks like your typical strip mall. But over here in this corner is the last remaining enclosed portion of the Whitehall Mall. And this one is frozen in time. This is really something else. It's going to look like we're stepping right back into the 60s when we go inside here. This place is an absolute time capsule. Look at that little clock up there. And this old brick flooring. 50 Shades of Brown. Now, there actually is a gym open inside there. But look at that old lettering. Now, I want to say that this is formerly a movie theater, and if we look here, we can see where they must have had movie posters. Let's get a close-up look at the stone here. We always have to admire the stonework, the tile. When we see granite, travertine, whatever it may be, let's stop and appreciate it. Look at these old benches. We have these old skylights. And we have real plants, real palms, although they could use a little water. But at least they're still here. And I have to wonder if like these little pads here, whatever you would call these, I wonder if these were like maybe like sunken planters or even fountains back in the day. And maybe they sealed up over them. And now, I was here a few years ago. I want to say that this was open when I was here, Bella Bridal. Let's see, inside. Very spooky liminal space here. Look at this dapper gentleman over here. So now this comic book shop here, I'm not sure if this is still open anymore. Maybe it's just closed for right now. Okay, yeah, it's still open. This is a former spaceport arcade. Spaceport was like an old mall arcade back in like the 70s and 80s. And this little window here, these were old features from when this was a spaceport arcade. Look at that. I don't know anywhere else you can still see old spaceport stuff. Yeah. Look at that. Over here we have Spawn, a very 90s character, and we're gonna pull this aside here and look at the spaceport windows. I guess these vents were also part of like the spaceport design. There is something in here. I don't remember what was here. Nothing in there now, of course. I would imagine they're not going to have this here much longer. Seems like they're just working to basically demol whatever's left of this little area. And look at this little planter here in the floor. Now this must have been a fountain back in the day. How beautiful is this? So now this here is sort of like a dollar store, convenience store type thing, but look at this vintage storefront. I'm not sure what this was originally, but you can see this is just a very old style design, but it looks like it's literally falling apart. But you can see the green peeling off, and there's sort of like a brass color underneath it. But this is cool. You don't see anything like this at all anymore. And I don't even know if this store's open or if they're just storing stuff inside. Looks like a lot of like palletized merchandise. Kind of odd. But yeah, very cool. And these plants look nice. They're all in full bloom here. I don't see that very often, blooming flowers inside the mall. But I love this so much. I would love to just have a place like this where I could just come and sit and chill. It's a little bit far from me for me to come here very often. But it's just beautiful. I miss when places had character, when they had warmth to them. Everything seems so... I say cold and sterile very often, but it's very harsh. Like, this is warm, this is calming, this is beautiful. And I think people need to be in places that are beautiful, but at the very least aesthetically pleasing enough. I think it's generally harmful to our mental health to be in such harsh-looking places all the time. But that's just my opinion. So this is the old Arby's that used to be in here. This is pretty crazy. Having to be quick because I'm not supposed to be back here. This beautiful split staircase. It's gorgeous. So they have this blocked off, but I did walk up here one time. I'm going to show you what it looks like up at the top of the steps here. It was a lot of like old office space and stuff like that. So here we are at the top of the steps, and look at that paint job. You'll notice on the wall, that's the old mall logo. So this is the old office space and restrooms, and they just have them boarded up. I don't know how long these have been sitting up here unused, but probably a very long time. I shot this on a trip I made to the mall back in 2023. I went up to the staircase, and there was a small gate there, and it was unlocked, so I just walked right up. I apologize for filming in vertical. I was using this to make an Instagram reel. And I worked quickly because I didn't want anybody noticing me up there. So it's a little choppy. I apologize for that. But you can see how everything looked up at the top of the steps. Here we can see an old mall directory. And this was just a very creepy place to be in. There wasn't much to see inside these offices, but just the vibe, the energy was just very, very eerie being back here. And you can see that these are very old school looking offices, that old carpet, and they still have wood paneling on the walls. That's a very old school thing. Continuing to walk down the creepy hallway here. Definitely Backrooms vibes here in this place. Take a look at these loose tiles on the floor. They must have water leaking through the ceiling. Definitely a sign that this place is falling into neglect. But then again, I can't imagine anyone really comes up here very often. And here we can see some old signs down on the floor. Must be for old promotions from God only knows how long ago. And just look at that wallpaper. Just something about this just was very, very unsettling. And just look at the old mall logo here on the old management office. How cool is that? Well, that's basically all that's left of the enclosed portion of this mall. But it seems like a lot of the stores in the strip mall section are closed too. I'm not sure what the deal is, if they're planning on just redeveloping this whole section. I'm not sure. I'll have to get back to you on that. But we're going to walk around and look at some of these closed stores. Yeah, so here we have a closed shoe carnival. And then down that way is Bye Bye Baby. Are Bye Bye Babies all closed?
Yeah, because there's a sister company to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh, okay. Let's look inside here. Those kids running around are using some foul language. I can't believe it. That would have never flied back in my day. Let's walk down here to Bye Bye Baby. Yeah, I guess anything related to Bed Bath & Beyond is all closed up now. Yeah, so this is the old Bye Bye Baby. And just look at this. They're just tearing that place apart.
Where did all the babies go?
Yeah. This is Bye Bye Baby. I don't think I ever set foot inside a Bye Bye Baby, because
why would you?
Why would I? I'm not around any babies. I can't tell what these two places were. Maybe we'll be able to figure out when we look inside. This looks like it may have been... I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this was. I see a table. I see a front desk.
A sink?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe a salon? I don't know. And what is this? Looks like people are working inside this. I see one of those carts. I don't know what you call those things. Utility vehicles.
Oh, this used to be a Catherine's.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a woman's clothing store.
Okay. And here we have the old Bed Bath & Beyond. This is a store I miss. I actually really liked going to Bed Bath & Beyond. They would always have, like, you know, whatever I needed, you know, just for around the house, for my bathroom stuff.
Remember all those 20% off coupons they used to send?
Yeah.
I had like so many at this point.
How could they lose when they were sending out such great coupons? Oh, yeah, it looks like I can't even tell what's going on in there. There's just a lot of stuff. I see new stuff, old stuff. I don't know. Alright, so this used to be Lane Bryant. Oh, and I guess Bella Bridal must have moved over into here. Because I can see all these dresses here. Okay, so this is still an open business. Yeah, this is Bella Bridal. And is this the Harmon?
No, we passed it.
Oh, okay. Oh, was the Harmon attached to the Bed Bath & Beyond? Okay. So here we just have an empty space. I'm not sure what this was. Yeah, and so down there is Floor & Decor. And that used to be a Sears. And last time I came here, I actually took a little walk around it. Got some pictures and video. Didn't go inside, but it was a very cool, unique-looking Sears building. So that's basically it for the Whitehall Mall. Not much left of this place. It opened up, I guess it did well, but then literally right next to it is Lehigh Valley Mall. And when that opened up, this place just did. There wasn't much time left for that. So I'm surprised to see such a cool little time capsule place still around, because so much of this stuff has just been destroyed, demolished, redeveloped. But I don't anticipate that this will be here much longer into the future. So if you want to come check out the Whitehall Mall, just see that cool little enclosed portion, I would recommend getting here pretty soon, because I don't think it's going to be around much longer. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Be sure to subscribe to see more adventures in the future. If you'd like to support the channel, check out my Patreon page or consider becoming a channel member. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thank you to all my Patreon supporters and channel members. Your support makes this channel possible.